All right, welcome everybody. Let's make our way to a comfortable seat. As you're finding your seat, I'm going to give you a quick announcement. Just one, I believe. Yeah, just one quick announcement. We do have we have January specials on the premium memberships. So if you're looking at practicing more than you are now, jumping into a premium membership is cost effective and it's helpful. And especially right now, we have 50% off the first month. If you jump into a premium membership month to month. And then we also, we're doing, if you do a paid in full, you get 2 months free. So it's 12 months for the price of 10, which is really cool too. So talk to me after class. You're interested in that at all? And then we have Hot House mats that are mat towels that are included in that too. If you sign up for either of those, it's a little free gift. Enticing. All right, let's begin. Ground the sit bones and stack the spine, and close the eyes. We'll take a moment to show up. We brought ourselves here physically. And so we'll bring our full attention to this moment as well. We use the breath to help us. Exhale deeply. Inhale through the nose, let the breath vibrate across the back of the throat. And then exhale through the mouth, make a loud ha sound. Inhale through the nose, slow and steady. Exhale through the mouth, loud ha sound. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And we'll transition this time. Exhale through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale for 5. Pausing at the top. Exhale for 5. Pausing at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, make your way into all fours. Hands under shoulders and knees under hips. Core strong. Exhale the breath. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward, belly drops through. Exhale, spine high. Bow the head, draw the tail down, send the middle of the back way up to the sky. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward, wave-like motion through the spine. Exhale, spine high and bow. Waking up the spinal column. Inhale forward. Every message from your brain to your body travels through this pathway. Exhale, spine high. Every message from your body back to your brain does the same. Inhale forward. Exhale high. Inhale forward. Exhale to a neutral spine. Send your right arm forward and take your left leg back. Go right arm and left leg. And try not to tickle somebody's feet. Right? And then for a moment, you'll feel the wobbles and then start to hug in. Feel the shoulders hug in and the hips hug in. Feel your center zip up strong, and from a strong center, reach and extend, get long through the body. And then release to all fours. Beautiful. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, spine high. Inhale, forward. Exhale to a neutral spine. Let's go other side. Send your left arm forward and your right leg back. So other side. Again, as you come into it, notice the wobbles. As you start to hug to center, you start to squeeze to your center, you start to lose the wobbles. When you feel strong, start to reach and get long through the body, hold. And then release to all fours. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, spine high. Inhale, forward. Exhale to a neutral spine. And now let's move into the wrist for a moment. Spin the right hand a quarter turn to the right, left hand a quarter turn to the left, so the fingers are pointing in opposite directions. And begin by rocking side to side. If you're comfortable with the wrist flow, you kind of know what you're doing here, feel free to take off with it. We'll work here for a few moments. And if you'd like to deepen, spin the hands another quarter turn so the fingers point towards the knees, the back of the room. This could be a forward and back motion. You can begin to build circles with the shoulders one direction a few times, the other direction a few times when you're ready. You can walk the hands out to build some heat, spinning the right hand forward, the left hand forward so the fingers point to the front of the room, the right hand back, the left hand back so the fingers point to the back of the room. Then continuing that motion forward, forward, and back, back, forward, forward, back, back. Feel free to press the back of your hand down if you want to work a little flexion. It's a nice balance. We work a lot of extension. Extension's a major part of the practice, especially as we do more advanced stuff, but flexion's nice to balance the other side. Move into the forearms and the arm lines above. And start to balance it out. So you've done something on one side, make sure you do it on the other. When you feel balanced on both sides, and if you need another moment, take it, no worries. When you feel balanced, go ahead and shake out the right hand, pop up to the fingertips, and then shake out the left hand and pop up to the fingertips. Tenting the hands. So allow your index finger, pointer finger to slide just a little closer towards your thumb. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale, spine high, bow. Inhale, forward. Bring the palms flat, tuck the toes, and with an exhale, push back to downward facing dog. And then from down dog, walk it out. Bend the left knee and the right knee. Feel the toes and the ankles. Feel out the knees, the hips. If you'd like to adjust your mat, feel free to slide your mat over. Not you, front row. You guys are kind of locked in where you are. But the back row and middle row, there's some space. If you want to slide over, then the people next to you can slide over and kind of accordion effect down the line, and we can help out our fellow practitioners way down the line from us. Give them a little space eventually. Kind of a little shift if you need it. On your next inhale breath, lift your hips and your heels high, hips high, heels high. As you exhale, bend the knees and bring the shins low, parallel to the floor, maybe a little higher. Inhale, hips and heels high, and with an exhale, slide the heels to the right side of your mat, pivoting on the balls of the feet. And as you do this, you're going to feel a pull through the left side body. Hips stay high, hands grounded strong, shoulders gently hugging in. You can feel the shoulder blades slide onto the back. You can bend the right knee. You can step your left foot behind your right foot. Take another breath here. With an inhale, lift the hips and heels all the way up high, and as you exhale, heels to the other side of your mat. Pivoting the balls of the feet, feel a pull through the right side body. You can bend the left knee, the right foot can step behind if you like. Breathing in and out of the nose, or try to maintain nostril breathing the entire practice. Your entire life, really. You should always nostril breathe. Exhale. With an inhale, lift the hips and heels all the way up high, hips high, heels high. Now, draw your heart a little closer towards your thighs. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly take your heels straight back behind you. They don't have to touch. As you do that, feel a pull through the back of the legs. Exhale. Now, lift the heels high, shift your gaze forward, and very slowly walk your feet up to the front of your mat. Maybe taking a couple extra steps as you arrive at a fold at the front of the mat. From here, catch opposite elbows and just take a ragdoll. You can separate the feet a little wider if you like, a little bit bigger base. You can rock a little side to side, a little forward and back. Now release your elbows and set your hands out in front of you. Let's come into a deep knee bend. You come into a squat. If you need to skip this and stay at a fold, or if you need to adjust this, your feet can be close or your feet can be wide. Your feet can be parallel, your feet can splay. Knees can splay if you want them to. You can take your forehead in the direction of the knees or towards the floor for the opening to the back of the neck some. If you want to draw the right ear to the right shoulder, you can work the lateral line of the neck. Take a breath or two there and then switch sides, left ear to left shoulder, other side. A few breaths. And then come to center, and with an inhale, slowly lift the hips up. The heels come down if they were lifted. Reposition your feet so they're parallel to each other, 3 to 5 inches apart, roughly. And now interlace your fingers to your low back, and just for a moment, draw the knuckles straight back behind you. And maybe a little bit off your back, maybe a lot off your back. If you're really tight in the backs of the legs, put a good bend in the knees. Let it be more about the shoulders in this moment. No, put a good bend in the knees. Release the hands, and with an inhale breath, sweep all the way up to standing. Arms extended, hands shoulder width apart. Ground through both feet and reach incredibly high. As you press down through the feet, lengthen, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your palms together at heart center. And close your eyes. Relax the neck and the shoulders. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. And notice this clarity and this still space you've created with a little bit of breath work and a little bit of movement. The clarity of now, set a personal intention for your practice, or dedicate this practice to someone in your life, finding this experience with a higher purpose. We're all searching for that one thing, that one adjustment, 1 degree that makes everything fall into place, because we believe that if everything falls into place, then we will be at peace. What our soul teaches us, what this practice teaches us, is that when we are at peace, then everything falls into place. And so we practice. Let's join our voices to create one voice, one sound of Om. Take a big inhale. Relax your arms by your side. Gently open your eyes. Spin the palms open with an inhale. Sweep the arms up high. As you exhale, fold forward. Place your hands to your shins. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and fold. Place your hands to your mat. Align fingertips next to toe tips. Inhale, long spine. Bend the knees and float your right foot back. Big step back with your right foot. Stepping back into your lunge. Once you've found your lunge, lower the back knee down. Draw the hips a little forward, a little bit down. Feel this in the front of the thigh. As you ease into your practice, you step lightly into the body so that we begin to notice. We get out of the mind and the chatter of it and get into the experience of what the body's feeling right now. Exhale. With an inhale, lift the head, tuck the back toes under, straighten the back leg. As you exhale, step back to downward facing dog. With an inhale breath, come forward into plank. As you exhale, push back to down dog. So we'll pulse these just for a moment. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Good. Inhale forward and hold. Feel free to lower your knees if you want to soften this first one. As you exhale, float all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, exhale the breath. With an inhale, come into a baby cobra to start. And we're just going to lift the heart a little bit in the beginning. Activate and focus on the power of the feet and the legs. All 10 toenails ground. Heels are separated. Thighs squeeze to feel the kneecaps lift up off the mat. Send the heart a little higher. Inhale. As you exhale, forehead all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale. As you exhale, press up to a modified plank. Plank on your knees. Hold. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hips to your heels. Let the forehead touch the mat. Extend to child's pose. Finding length for just a moment. As you ground the hands. As you feel into the power of the arms now, exhale deeply. With an inhale, come onto all fours. Tuck the toes, and with an exhale, push back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Now lift the heels high. Sweep your right leg to the sky. Lifting from the inner thighs. The hips are square to the floor. Legs strong, powerful. Now point the toes. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee to the forehead, belly button to spine, shoulders draw a little forward. There it is. Inhale, sweep the leg high, shift the gaze forward, right foot to right thumb. Clean step through into your lunge. I say a clean step, but it may be a couple steps, no worries. Once you found your lunge on this side, lower the back knee down softly. Draw the hips a little forward, a little bit down. See how that feels. Easing into this side. Not pushing too hard. Finding the balance of effort and surrender. Combine it with your breath. Exhale. With an inhale, lift the head, tuck the back toes under, straighten the back leg. Exhale. With an inhale, left foot floats up to meet the right foot. And as you exhale, fold. Put a soft bend in the knees, spin the palms open. With an inhale, sweep all the way up high. Ground to lift the heart high. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a long spine. Bend the knees and float your left foot back. Big step back with your left foot. Heart forward, strong back leg. Inhale. As you exhale, draw your hips back and straighten your lead leg. We're going to hold this. So I want you to feel the feet energetically pull towards each other. Notice what that does to the hips. You'll feel the left hip draw a little forward, the right hip pull back subtly. It's okay if there's a little bend or even a big bend in the right knee. It's not. The point isn't to straighten it. That happens as you get more open. The point is to feel a pull to the back of the leg. Exhale. With an inhale, come forward into lunge. As you exhale, step back to downward facing dog. With an inhale, come forward into plank. As you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, landing with control. Untuck your toes, exhale the breath. With an inhale, come into cobra. So lift the heart a little higher in this one. Hips stay grounded. Hands ground to lift the heart. Strong through the legs, heart a little higher. Inhale. As you exhale, forehead all the way down. Beautiful. Now tuck your toes under. Knees can stay down to make this a little easier. Otherwise, squeeze the thighs and kneecaps lift up off the mat. At the bottom of your exhale, when you're breathless, press up to plank and hold. Inhale. As you exhale, push back to down dog. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels high. Sweep your left leg to the sky. Left leg high. Again, lift from the inner thigh. So the hips stay square to the floor. Controlled in the body. Now point the toes. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee to the forehead, belly button to spine, shoulders draw a little forward. There it is. Inhale, sweep the leg high, shift the gaze forward, left foot to left thumb. Clean step through. Find your lunge here. Heart forward, strong back leg. Inhale. As you exhale, draw your hips back and straighten your lead leg. Again, it doesn't have to straighten. We're just moving it in that direction. If the leg's comfortably straight and you need more depth, press your heart forward and through. Lengthen the spine and then lower the heart closer towards that leg. Exhale at the end. As you inhale, come forward into lunge. Exhale. With an inhale, right foot floats up to meet the left. And as you exhale, fold. Put a soft bend in the knees, spin the palms open. With an inhale, sweep all the way up high. Now, spin the palms away from each other and set your hands to your low back, to the glutes, the upper thighs maybe. Heel toe the feet open a little wider, so about 5-6 inches apart. Now, ground the feet down strong, ignite the legs, lift the heart high, and as you exhale, slowly take the upper body back. Breathe your way back. You're going to feel the tail draw down as the heart lifts high, and easing your way back for 3. Doesn't have to be full blast. Take it easy as you need. 2. Exhale. With an inhale, slowly back to center. Now sweep the arms up high, and as you exhale, bend the knees and sit low into your chair. As you sit into your chair, you're going to feel the weight draw back into the heels. Toes get light, but keep them grounded. Keep them on the floor. You want that contact. Now explore. You feel the hips sink lower. Knees draw back so they're closer to stacking over the ankles. You don't want the knees jumping forward over the toes. Now lift your heart another inch. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long spine, bend the knees and float your right foot back. Big step back with your right foot. Now, ready your legs, your core. Inhale. As you exhale, sweep both arms back. With an inhale, sweep your arms, your body high. As you exhale, sweep the body low, arms back, palms down. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, sweep low, spine in line with the back leg. Inhale, sweep to the highest. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga, low push-up. Pay attention here. With an inhale, push back up to plank. Strong, beautiful. Exhale, back to chaturanga, hold, and then lower all the way down to your belly with control. There it is. Untuck your toes. Slide your hands back so the wrists are underneath the elbows. And with an inhale, come into upward facing dog. So as you press through the hands, we straighten the arms and lift the heart. Now feel into your body. You may decide, I need a cobra instead. I need something softer. Take a cobra instead if you need it. You may decide I want to keep my knees down for this one to make this softer. Keep your knees down if you need it. Otherwise, press into the tops of the feet and see if the knees can lift a little bit. Thighs squeeze strong, shoulder blades on to the back. Heart lifting as you shift your gaze up. Inhale. As you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels high, sweep your right leg to the sky, right leg high. Now this time, point the toes and stack the hips. Take the leg high, a little higher, and then bend the knee and let the leg sickle back behind you. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee towards the right elbow, maybe the armpit if you can get it higher. There it is. Inhale, sweep the leg high, shift the gaze forward, right foot to right thumb, a clean step through. Find your lunge, and then we'll take a lateral lunge, a side lunge here. Set your left hand a little forward, a little off to the left. On your right heel, spin your right toes to the right side of the room. At the same time, lower to the outside edge of your back foot. All 10 toes point in the same direction, so you feel the side of the leg, the side of the body. Right hand can stay on the thigh, sweep up high, or maybe across the low back. For 3, steady now, 2, and then release on 1. Come back into your lunge. Take a moment, find it, exhale. With an inhale, left foot floats up to meet the right foot, and as you exhale, fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, sweep the arms high, chair. Steady in chair. See if this one can go a little deeper. Maybe hips lower, maybe lift your heart an inch. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long spine, bend the knees and float your left foot back. Big step back with your left foot. Ready your legs, your core. Inhale. As you exhale, sweep both arms back. With an inhale, sweep your arms, your body high. As you exhale, sweep the body low. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, sweep low. Inhale, sweep to the highest. Exhale to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. That was the full flow. You have a sense of the body now. You have a sense of what you need to do and where you are today. Feel free to modify that at any time in the practice, right? Anytime. Now, lift the heels high, sweep your left leg to the sky, left leg high. Point your toes and stack your hips. Ground as you reach your leg a little higher, and then bend the knee, let the leg sickle back behind you. Steady now, inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee towards the left elbow, maybe the armpit if you can get it higher. There it is, inhale, sweep the leg high, shift the gaze forward, left foot to left thumb, a clean step through. Find your lunge, and we'll come into our lateral lunge on this side. Set your right hand a little forward. I'll go as much as a foot, foot and a half forward, 3 or 4 inches off to the right. On your left heel, spin your left toes to the left side of the room, then drop to the outside edge of your back foot. So you feel the side of the leg, the side of the body. Firm up the back leg. Don't collapse into the ankle. Keep that ankle active. And then explore as you send your hips a little lower. Feel the pull. Steady. Exhale. And then slowly release. Come into lunge. Take a moment to find it. Exhale. With an inhale, right foot floats up to meet the left foot. And as you exhale, fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, sweep the arms high, chair. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Now, this time bring the feet close, big toes touching. Bring the feet all the way together. Bend the knees as much as you need to bring the palms flat on the mat. Doesn't matter how much you need to bend the knee. Try to get the palms flat, shoulder width apart. Now, maybe walk your feet back about a foot, foot and a half. Some of you don't need that, but a lot of us do. It's helpful. Now, start to lift the heels and start to rock some weight into the hands. Maybe just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. Ground in the hands, lift the heels a little higher. Now, at the bottom of your exhale, walk or jump your feet back. Walk back or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Nice, Kevin. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. That was it. Lift the heels high, sweep your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot to your right thumb and spin the left heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Sweep the arms, the body high. Sweep the arms and the body high. Now, you may need to heel to your right foot over to the right just a little bit. Now, spin the back foot a little forward if you feel any torque in the back knee. You start to draw the left hip a little forward, and you start to feel that pull, right? Now, send the hips lower. Begin to lift your heart even higher. Take a big inhale. Exhale to warrior two. Spin and open. Take a moment in warrior two to set up the body. Once the body's set and aligned, start to feel right effort. Feet drawing in towards each other. Shoulders hugging in towards each other. And when you feel integrated and strong, steady, now begin to find depth. Extending through the fingertips without losing the shoulders. Hips sinking just a little lower if you're ready. Beautiful. Spin the right palm up, reach forward and sweep high, reverse it. Straight line through the elbows, straight line through the wrist. That arm becomes a lever to pull through the side body. Reaching just a little higher, inhale. As you exhale, windmill your hands all the way down to the mat. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift the heels high, sweep your left leg to the sky. Step your left foot to your left thumb and spin the right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Sweep the arms and the body high. Take a moment on this side to notice that this side's going to feel a little different. Can you pick up on those subtleties? Make your adjustments. Heel to the left foot over to the left a little bit. Draw the right hip a little more forward. Send the hips low. Lift the heart now. Inhale. Exhale to warrior two. Nice there. Steady. Take a moment to align. A moment to feel. Make those subtle shifts so it's just right in your body. Ignite the legs now. Hips sinking a little bit lower if you're ready. Spin the left palm up, reach forward and sweep high, reverse it. Feel that line through the arm. Lifting, pulling back, deeper through the side body. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, windmill your hands all the way down to the mat. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your feet close, big toes touching. Ground the hands and seal the core, set the shoulders. Put a deep bend in the knees. Shift the gaze forward past your fingertips. At the bottom of your exhale, couple donkey kicks. If you want to jump a few times, when you feel ready, either walk your feet up or float your feet up. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale and fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips, sweep the arms high, chair. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Ground the hands and seal the core, set the shoulders. The bottom of your exhale, either walk or float your feet back. Chaturanga, nice chair. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift the heels high, strip your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot to your right thumb and spin your left heel down. Now send the left arm forward and the right arm back, half warrior. Spine in line with the back leg. Begin to hug to center, the fingertips, the bottoms of the feet, pulling energy to center. Exhale deeply. From your center with an inhale, windmill up in a reverse triangle. Straighten the lead leg. Sweep the right arm high. Ground your right foot as you squeeze the right thigh, reaching so high now. Inhale. As you exhale, extended side angle. Bend the right knee. Forearm on top of the thigh, your hand down to a block of the floor. Spin the left palm to the front of the room, arm sweeping up and over the head. So you have one long line from the left fingertips all the way down to the left ankle. This is a good start point and maybe a good finish point for some of us too. If you want to deepen, the right hand can go lower to a block of the floor. It's a deeper opening through the legs, the hips, the inner back leg, the back of the front leg. If you want to create a more muscular experience, right hand can go to heart center. You may sweep the right arm to the side of the room, maybe to the front. Take a breath. And as you release, windmill the hands down to the mat. Find your lunge, then we'll build our twist. Ground your left hand down, right hand to the thigh, the hip. Press the heart forward and through from a powerful back leg. Notice your back heel. Don't let it spill out. Keep it right over the middle toes. Lengthen through the spine. Reach the heart forward and then spin as the right shoulder stacks. Keeping the right hip down, spinning at the end. Beautiful. Set both hands down. Rock your weight into your right foot and take your left leg high for a moment. As you ground the hands, pulse the leg to the sky 1, 2, maybe 3 times. Couple little pulses. Couple little pulses if you want it. When you're ready, walk or float your feet back. Chaturanga, maybe a Triyanga. Nice, Amanda. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift the heels high, sweep your left leg to the sky. Step your left foot to your left thumb and spin the right heel down. Now send the right arm forward and the left arm back. From the periphery of the body, hugging to center, strong core. Exhale deeply. From a strong core with an inhale, windmill up in reverse triangle. Straighten the lead leg. Sweeping the left arm high. Feeling the length you're creating as you ground. Squeeze the left thigh. Reach a little higher. As you exhale, extended side angle. Bend the left knee. Forearm on top of the thigh to start. You may decide to take the left hand all the way down to a block of the floor right away. Totally fine. Spin the right palm to the front of the room, arm sweeping up and over the head. So one long line from the right fingertips all the way down to the right ankle. As you get a moment to experience, to feel where your body is, decide if you want to move on. Left hand can go lower to the floor or block. Maybe left hand can go to your heart center. Maybe sweep to the side or to the front. Hold. Beautiful. And as you release, windmill the hands down to the mat. Spin the back heel high. Find your lunge and then build your twist. Ground your right hand down. Left hand to the thigh or the hip. Squeeze the back leg as you press the heart forward and through. Left shoulder stacks. Breathe. Strong back leg. Notice the left hip. It wants to lift. You encourage it down as the left shoulder goes higher at the end. And then release. Set both hands down. Rock your weight into your left foot. Take your right leg high. Ground the hands. Pulse the leg to the sky 1, 2, maybe 3 times. A couple little pulses if you want it. When you feel ready, walk or jump your feet back. Good job. Chaturanga, inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Rocking. Now, bring your feet close. Ground the hands and seal the core, set the shoulders. Put a deep bend in the knees. Shift the gaze forward past the fingertips. The bottom of your exhale, either walk your feet up, hop your feet up. Maybe a bigger jump, maybe more of a float. That was it, Laura. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and fold. Good on. Now, bend the knees, drop the hips, sweep the arms high, chair. Float your palms to heart center, and as you exhale, twist to the right. As you come into your twist, you may decide to bring the feet all the way together. Totally fine. If that doesn't feel good in your knees or your hips, separate the feet a little bit. Make sure the knees are in line with middle toes. You can stay here or send the arms out in opposite directions. Now steady yourself. When you arrive, be still. At the end, palms back to heart center with an inhale, square off to the front, sweep the arms high, sit low. As you exhale, fold forward, rocking. Put a soft bend in the knee, spin the palms open with an inhale, sweep all the way up high. Ground to lift the heart, reach up and a little back, exhale. Inhale to center as you exhale, sit low into your chair. Float your palms to heart center, and as you exhale, twist to the left. Adjust the feet. Maybe this side's a little different. If you notice your right knee jumping forward, you're forcing the twist a little too much, back off. Get your knees, your low body aligned and integrated, and then let the twist happen there. If you'd like to separate the arms in opposite directions, now is the time. Now steady yourself. Once you arrive, become still. Palms back to heart center with an inhale, square off to the front, sweep the arms high, sit low. As you exhale, fold forward. Now heel to the feet open wide, bring the feet to the edge of the mat and drop your hips low and come into a prayer squat for a moment. We're going to bring the elbows to the insides of the knees. Knees press into the elbows, elbows press into the knees. And as you do this, we're going to draw the hands down towards the floor, fingers pointing up. You guys know what you're doing. You don't have to wait for me. You don't even have to really listen to me. You don't want to. You're going to point the fingers down. You can pull the wrists up if you want. Wrist extension is what we're doing there, right? So we're trying to get deeper wrist extension to help with what we're about to do. And again, what we're about to do is optional, like most of the class. So if you'd like to take crow, feel free to do so. We're going to draw the elbows low towards the ankles and then pop the elbows out wide. So you make a big X with the shins and the backs of the arms. That's beginning stage. If you've done crow for a while, try to get the knees right into the armpits. Work from the outsides of the triceps. Squeeze the thighs and pull them into the armpits. And once you're set your hands in front of you about 7 inches or so. Lift the thighs parallel to the floor and then rock forward until your forearms go vertical. Nice, Cole. Once that happens, the toes may lift. When you're ready, an option to jump back or simply walk your feet back into down dog. You have an option for chaturanga, up dog, and down dog, or just simply push back to down dog. Both are good. Beautiful. Now, lift the heels high, strip your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot up about halfway, maybe a little bit more. Left heel spins down. Palms come together in prayer, and with an inhale, sweep all the way up high. Send your left arm forward and your right arm back. Standing twist. We're going to open up to the right. Now settle in. Start by relaxing. Feel your feet ground. Feel the thighs squeeze. Now lift the heart just a little higher, spin. Beautiful. And then release. Right hand to your hip, left arm high. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward with a straight spine. Left hand to the shin or block, foot of the floor. Revolve triangle. Press the heart forward and through, and then stack your right shoulder. Right arm can sweep high when you're ready, if you're ready for it. Doesn't have to. I'll feel the feet as they pull towards each other. Right hip wants to lift. Encourage it down as the right shoulder goes higher at the end. Beautiful. Now set both hands down. Rock your weight into your right foot. Take your left leg high. Ground the hands. Maybe pulse the leg to the sky a couple times. A couple little pulses if you want it. You can walk or float your feet back. Walk back or float back. Chaturanga, maybe a trianga. There it is. There it is. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, down dog. There is a water break in your very near future. I can predict that. Lift the heel sides from your left leg to the sky. Step your left foot up about halfway, maybe a little more. Right heel spins down. Palms come together in prayer with an inhale, sweep all the way up high. Send the right arm forward and the left arm back. Right arm forward and left arm back. Standing twist. Open up to the other side. Step this foot up just a little bit more. Yeah. Ground through the feet. Feel the corners power down, the thighs squeeze as you lift the heart, spin. And then release, left hand to your hip, right arm high. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward, straight spine, right hand to the shin, a block. There's 3 levels to a block, so you can do a couple things with the block. Foot of the floor, you can go inside of the foot or the outside of the foot to create a deeper twist, whether you have a block or not. Heart presses forward and through as the left shoulder stacks. Feel into the length. Keep extending through the spine long and then spinning at the end. Beautiful. Then release. Set both hands down on the mat. Rock your weight into your left foot. Take your right leg high. Couple pulses if you want to pulse a few times. Chaturanga, maybe a Trianga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. From down dog, lower the knees, bring the hips to the heels. Let the forehead touch the mat. And take a breath. Good work, everybody. Come on up and have a little water if you're thirsty. Good. Cool. I just checked on the East room. They're all in Shavasana. They all gave up. We're not doing it anymore. I'm just kidding. East room, I'm just kidding. All right. Once you're done with your water break, let's come into, I was going to say Shavasana. Do not do that. Let's come into child's pose, or you can sit upright if you prefer and close your eyes. And just take a moment to steady yourself. Just find the breath again. Allow ourselves to move back into our practice. Exhale deeply. With an inhale, make your way onto all fours. Hands under shoulders and knees under hips. Now tuck the toes and push back to down dog. From down dog, lift the heels high, sweep your left leg to the sky. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Lower the back knee down. We'll come to lizard. Bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. Slide your right leg back. And start to explore here. And as you explore, the work is to try to open through the front of the hips. So we work at the hip flexors here. That's created by hip extension, by drawing your hips forward. So there's a couple options. You can keep your body high and draw the hips forward and down. You can tuck the back toes under, straighten the back leg, push your thigh down, your hips down that way. You can reach back with your left hand and catch the foot. Create some flexion in the knee as you draw your hips down. You lower the elbows. Sometimes that works a little deeper for you. There's a few options here for 3. Steady now, 2. Beautiful. And then release on 1. Now find your lunge. And then from your lunge, pivot 1 time to the right. If you're close, you're going to stagger, right? What does that mean? That means one person goes to the front of the mat, the other person goes to the back of the mat. One of you is going to get, a couple of you may get stuck in the middle because the people next to you just went other ways. And you're like, I don't know what to do. It's okay. You'll be all right in the middle. You just stay right there. Now, let's take toe lock. Peace fingers on the big toes. You can catch the edges of the feet. Your choice. Once you have your grip, press your heart forward and through and get nice and long through the spine. Feel the spine lengthen. Even if you have to bend the knees, start with bent knees if you need to. Once you feel your spine's lengthened enough, now squeeze the thighs and start to straighten the legs. If your legs get comfortably straight, then use your grip. Begin to pull, bending the elbows, pressing your heart forward and through. Finding just enough length. And then once you're there, you know you're there, hold there and breathe. Let this moment be enough. Exhale. Beautiful. And then slowly release. Pop up to the fingertips. Inhale to a long spine. Bring the arms out wide like wings. Exhale. Strong core. With that inhale, float all the way up to standing. You've now, on your left heel, spin your left toes to the front of the room. We're coming into half moon. A couple options for half moon. You can bend the left knee and get your hand nice and low towards the floor and then pop into it. Or if you want to take more of a flying variation, you can just rock your weight into your left foot and take your left hand down to the floor. If you're doing a flying variation, you may decide to bring your left hand to your shin as you work into more of a balancing experience. If the hand is to the floor, a couple options. You can bend the right knee and sweep the right hand back, catch the foot, or you can stay extended. Your choice. Now try to unweight your left hand, pop up to 2 fingers, and then maybe 1 finger, and then maybe bring the hand to the shin. If you want to get real crazy, bring the hand to the heart. For 3, there it is, 2, beautiful, set both hands down, square the hips, pulse the right leg to the sky, 1, 2, maybe 3 times, a couple little pulses. When you're ready, walk or float back. Good, Jules, that was it. Inhale up, exhale back, downward facing dog, rocking. Lift the heels high, sweep your right leg to the sky, step your right foot to your right thumb, lower the back knee down, bring both hands to the inside of the right foot, heel to the right foot over to the right a little bit. Get some space there. And we'll take lizard on this side, so explore on this side. This side's gonna be, again, every side feels a little different. We can either think or feel, right? We can't do both at the same time. Start to feel. Take the variation that works best for you. You can bend the back knee, sweep the right hand back for the foot. Lower the elbows if you want to lower the elbows. You can tuck the back toes under and straighten the back leg, more muscular experience. Take a full cycle of breath. And then slowly release. Beautiful. Come into lunge. Tuck the back toes under, straighten the back leg, and we're going to pivot 1 time to the left. So stagger. If you can, go to the same place, or maybe all of a sudden you were in the middle and now you're not. Like, yes! Somehow my partner's figured it out. Now from here, pop up to the fingertips, inhale, long spine. Bring the arms out wide like wings, exhale, strong core. With an inhale, float all the way up to standing. Now set your hands to your low back, or to the glutes, the upper thighs. If you're really long in your stance, you may want to bring it in just a little bit, feet parallel. Energetically pull the feet towards each other. You'll feel the inner thighs light up. It's our stabilizer. Draw the tail down, lift the heart high, and as you exhale, slowly take the upper body back. Wide legs, standing back bend. Tail draws down as the heart lifts high, easing your way back for 3. Breathe, 2. Now with an inhale, slowly back to center. Find your vision first. Sweep the arms out wide like wings. On your right heel, spin your right toes to the front of the room. We'll take half moon. You can bend the knee deep and set the hand down first and then rock into it. You can keep the leg straight and then rock into it from there. Maybe starting by touching down. Some of you may not need that. That's okay. Option to bend the left knee and sweep the left hand back and catch the foot. It's an option. You can keep it extended. And start to play with your balance. Start to pop up to 2 fingers. And then 1 finger. Hand to shin, maybe. Maybe hand to heart. For 3. Good, Sarah. Steady, 2. And then slowly release. Set both hands down. Square the hips. Pulse the leg to the sky. 1, 2, maybe 3 times. A couple little pulses. Chaturanga, maybe a Trianga. Inhale up, exhale back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now, from here, from down dog, walk your feet to the middle of the mat, walk the hands to the middle of the mat, and your hands will meet your feet at the middle of the mat. Put a soft bend in the knees, spin the palms, open inhale, sweep all the way up high. Keep your left arm extended, bring the right arm back. Bend the right knee and pick up the foot of the ankle. And when you're ready, track the right knee back and begin to kick. As you kick, feel your heart lift. Breathe steady. Catch it that way. There you go. That'll feel better on your shoulder. Gotcha. For 3. That's it, brother. That's it. Steady. 2. And then slowly release on 1. Right to the other side. Right arm up, left arm back. Bend the left leg. Pick up the foot of the ankle. I feel the same way. Left knee tracks. Coming to this side. Oh, did you? Okay, then catch this way then. Just do that. Just pick it up simple. Yeah, make it easy. For 3. Steady. 2. And then slowly release on 1. Come into mountain. Spin the palms open. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. As you exhale, fold forward. Make your way into down dog. However you like to get there is perfect. Walk it back, float back. From down dog, lower the knees, bring the hips to the heels, the forehead touch. When you're ready, come on up and have a little water if you're thirsty. Back row, if you guys want to spin around, work off the back wall, feel free. Middle row, if you guys are closer to the side walls, you can work off the side walls if you want to. And then front row, just be easy on the front mirror. You can work off the front mirror. And then I can come around a spot if anyone needs a spot. So if you feel like you want to rest on this moment, lie down on your back and send your legs vertical. That'll give you kind of the similar body experience as far as the circulation as inversions. So everybody else, if you'd like to, come onto all fours. Place your elbows exactly where the center of your palms are. And then hands go forward of the elbows, or you can slide your hands closer together, as much as overlapping. So you can be a lot together. And a lot of that just depends on the rotation of the forearm bones, right? The ulna and the radius. Now from here, tuck the toes under and straighten the legs, and we're in down dog on the forearms. Now from here, if you know what you're doing, feel free to take it. You don't have to wait for me. But to deepen, tiptoe your feet just a little closer. It doesn't have to be a lot. A little closer towards your elbows, and send one leg high. Take that leg high, shift your gaze forward towards your hands or in that direction, and try a couple simple pulses. Nice, man. You got it. You haven't skipped a beat, bro. You haven't skipped a beat. There it is. Uh-huh. Awesome. Really good. That was it. Good, Kyle. That was good. No, it's all good. It's a good catch, man. It's a good catch. If you'd like to transition into handstands, you can do down dog and then work into a handstand if you like to. If you come off the wall just a little bit, and then when you come up, you're going to bend one knee, and then come here. That way you can position the entire body and get your tail down, get everything scooped and set, and then you can just come off. The entire body's in the pose already. Exactly. All right, let's make our way into child's pose, or if you'd like to just sit upright, feel free to sit upright. Make a long inhale and a long exhale. On your next inhale, make your way to all fours, tuck the toes, and push back to down dog. From down dog, we're going to make our way to our seats. However you like to get there. So a couple options. You bring your feet close, ground the hands, seal the core. You can lower the knees, spin the legs around. You can walk up and sit down, jump up and sit down, or jump through cross legs or straight legs. Blocks are helpful for that, for the last two. Now, once you're on your mat, make sure you have enough room behind you. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Send the arms forward and lean back about halfway. Shoulder blades onto the back, line of the jaw pulls back. Inhale, sweep high, arms high, body high. Exhale, sweep low, arms forward, lean back. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, sweep low. Inhale, high. Now put the brakes on as you exhale, lower all the way down. One vertebra at a time, softly landing. You unwind the spine all the way down. Beautiful. And bend the knees and catch the shins. Rock a little left, a little bit right. Little left, little right. And send the legs vertical. Take the legs high. Reach your fingers up towards your toes. You can either hold here or pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, holding 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Slowly all the way down, all the way down. Point the toes to the front of the room, reach the fingers to the back of the room, and take a moment to get nice and long through the body. You can catch opposite elbows if you find you're tickling someone's feet. Lengthen and hold, and then release. Bend the knees and bring the feet flat, and then windshield wiper the legs left and right, left and right. Now stop at center and reach your fingers towards your heels. Try to get the ankles right underneath the knees. And then bend the elbows and point the fingers to the sky. Walk the shoulder blades in towards the spine some. Ground the backs of the arms, ground the feet. With an inhale, send the hips high. You have an option. You can take the hips high and place them into your hands. You can make fists and place them on top of your knuckles to go even higher. You can interlace the fingers underneath the hips and just use muscular strength to take the hips high. You can catch a hand towel if you like also. For 3. A little higher now, 2. And then slowly down on 1. Once you land, windshield wiper the legs again, left and right, left and right. And now bend the knees, catch the shins, cross one ankle over the other, and then rock forward and back. Build up enough momentum to come up onto your seat. Once you found your seat, make your way into down dog. You can do a pickup. You can come to the seat, swing the legs around. You can come to your seat, roll up onto the feet, and then jump back. Or roll up onto the hands and lift and float back. It's most challenging. From here, with an inhale, come forward into plank and lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your left cheek to your mat. Look to the right. Arms by your sides. Long inhale. And a long exhale. Bring the forehead to the mat. And bend the knees. Reach back for your feet. Once you catch the feet, see if you can get the ankle. See if you can slide your grip down. And then point the toes down towards the floor. You feel the crease of the ankle right at the small finger, at the pinky finger. And with an inhale breath, just kick back and keep your knees and thighs as close to the floor as you can. So it gives you the strength of our kick to lift the chest. So the knees and thighs stay down, but the heart lifts high. Through the kick for 3. Breathe 2. And then lower down on 1. Look to the left, right cheek on your mat. Long inhale. Long exhale. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and come up onto all fours. Walk your knees to the middle of the mat and separate the knees about 6 to 8 inches. And then stand tall on your knees. Place the hands on the low back to the glutes, the upper thighs. We're going to come into camel. Now ground the shins strong. Send your heart high. Tail draws down as you lift the heart, and then slowly take the upper body back. In yoga anatomy, there's a thing called proportion. And it's this idea that we can have the body in the same shape and just do it from different angles, and it changes the pose. The last 3 poses we did were essentially the same pose. We're just doing it from a different body position, from a different orientation to gravity, I should say. If you're deep enough, you can reach for your heels. Hips draw forward as you send your heart high. Expanding through the front of the body. One more breath. Beautiful. Hands back to the low back. Come up square. Sit back onto your heels. You can sit upright or send the knees wide and bring the forehead to the mat. A long inhale. And a long exhale. On your next inhale, come onto all fours, tuck the toes, and push back to down dog. From down dog, we're going to make our way to our seat again. So if you'd like to get there, is totally fine. You can lower the knees, spin the legs around, walk up and sit down, jump up and sit down, jump through if you like. With an inhale, sweep the arms up high. Send the arms forward and lower all the way down to your back. All the way down to your back. Beautiful. Bend the right knee and give it a squeeze. Pull it into the chest. Lower that foot down. Lift the hips up and slide the hips over to the right. 3 or 4 inches or so. And then lift the hips up. And then lift the knee up, I should say, and take the leg across the body. You come into a reclined twist. The right arm can come out like a wing. You can bend the elbow. Take a moment to experience the twist. Your full awareness. A full cycle of breath. A little depth at the exhale. And we'll slowly release. Come to center. We'll switch sides. Square the hips. Bend the left knee and give it a squeeze. And then lower that foot down. Lift the hips up. Slide the hips over to the left this time. Take the left leg up and across the body. And find your twist on this side. Left arm comes out like a wing.